Coach Chesney. So, yeah, I'm going to start with Coach Chesney. Bob Chesney, JMU, which to me is one of my favorite picks because he's a small school guy. Small school guy coming from JMU. He's from PA. Played at Dickinson, which is Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So he's a Pennsylvania guy through and through. Didn't go to the NFL. He started coaching like right after his playing career, pretty much. And he was at Norwich, Georgia, Delaware Valley, Kings, PA, special teams, Johns Hopkins, Sal Virginia, Assumption, Holy Cross, and now James Madison. His overall record is 127-51 as a head coach. So these from 2010 on, he's been a head coach. 2-0 in bowls, 3-3 in NCAA Division II playoffs, 2-3 in NCAA Division I playoffs. So, small school guy, but, when you take a guy who, again, comes from a small school and give him an opportunity as a head coach at a big school like Penn State, I mean, you kind of can't go wrong. In a way, I mean, obviously in some ways you can go wrong, but I think he'd be hungry for the opportunity. And if you put him into a position like this, not only would he be making a ton more money, but it would be his first exposure to Division I, and he'd be starting at a great place like Penn State, solid fan base. He'd have all the support in the world, all the resources in the world, new stadium. He has a very good record. And, you kind of want someone who doesn't really come with like a huge ego, like a current head coach, former head coach, Urban Meyer, Saban, maybe Mike Elko, if, being that he's already head coach in the SEC. He's going to come in. He's going to be fish out of water. I mean, it's going to be a whole new environment for him. But I think he would adapt well to a place like Penn State. I mean, you come from like a small school, and then all of a sudden you're thrown into like this big Division I school. You're going to come with some humility. You're going to be a sponge. You're going to soak it all in. And I think he'd be pretty flexible. Like, put this guy here. Like, and like egos, for example, like Coach K or a Franklin. I mean, that's not something that he would be himself. And I don't know if he would surround himself with something like that. But it could also, crash and burn. I mean, it could also be bad. But I just like the fact that this guy has a great record overall as a head coach. And, he's coming from a small school. I mean, like Kirk Cignetti. I mean, that guy came from a small school. He's a Pennsylvania guy, too. He's from Pittsburgh. So it can work. And, I mean, if you're looking for, like, a guy who could potentially come in. Now, Cignetti has a huge ego, and that's one reason, like, I wouldn't want him. But Cignetti won, too, at smaller schools. And I don't know. I just feel like if this guy came in from a small school like that it could potentially be good. I mean, he's like a kind of a no-name guy that not a lot of people are talking about. But for me personally, coming from a small school into a big school, I just think that it could work really well. Same with like an Eric Morris from North Texas, I think. I can never remember the school he's at. Good developer of quarterbacks. Cam Ward's on his resume. John Mateer's on his resume. He has a good quarterback playing for him now. Last time I checked, he was doing good. They're his quarterback. So like these smaller school, smaller name guys. I mean, I think that could really work out for Penn State. I don't know. You guys might disagree, but I don't know. What's up, Murray? Remember Murray? I agree with you, Mark. He's definitely would be in my top three. Bob Chesney. Yeah, for sure. So Murray, I hope you're getting those messages in the private chat, man, on Instagram. Let us know if you're not. What's up, Murray? So, if that makes sense, I mean, he's an offensive guy. He's been, again, going through his resume. Grad assistant, DC, special teams DBs, DC, special teams DBs, assistant head coach, DC, DB. I believe his background is offense. I'm pretty sure his background is. Oh, he's not. Okay, but as the head coach. So he's both. My bad. He's both. So, overall, but the thing is, he could come in, and what I would prefer is an offensive coach, like an offensive coordinator type coach, because as bad as Jim Knowles is right now, I think if they give him some time, he could build. But he's basically an overall coach. His resume is. That's why I didn't know, because I thought he was offensive, but he's kind of both. So that's good too. Either a guy who does both or is a guy who's an offensive guy. I'm okay with either of those personally. But I just think overall he would just be potentially a home run hire, potentially. But Pat Kraft is at the helm. We can have confidence and comfort in the fact that he's doing this right now, and he's going to get us a solid guy. So I'll read a little more about that. I must have got him confused with someone else. He's a head football. Yep. He's not an offensive coach. While he has a strong reputation for leading winning programs across different divisions, started to assert Dean Kennedy was hired under him at James Madison. Current role, head football coach. Previous roles, head coach. Yeah. So again, my bad. But yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. I just think he would be. I just think he would be a potentially solid hire that Penn State fans would like. They would rally behind, and he would get a lot of support. I mean, pretty much no matter what, you can't do worse than Franklin in the sense that people didn't like him. He turned a lot of people the wrong way. He was very arrogant for no reason, and he didn't have support at Penn State from the donors because they hated him. Terry Pagola being one of them. So that's my take on